And we are back here at Shirk Center, our post-game show brought to you by Just Thrive Health as Illinois Wesleyan gets healthy tonight, winning it 79-61 over the Carroll Pioneers. As we continue, our player guest tonight is Lucas Heflen. 25 points tonight, the reigning CCIW Player of the Week, and I think you're making a bid for 2 in a row. How about that?
I'm trying, man. It's all about the team effort. I mean, our focus this week was moving the ball, not letting it stick, sharing, which really just opened up way more gaps for me to be aggressive, get easier threes, and just be more aggressive to help the team.
Lucas, talk about the challenge that Carroll brings, 5 guards on the floor with your bigs. Talk about the challenge that is in defending that.
Yeah, no, I mean, we got 2 big men, but Cody can move his feet, man. He had the job of guard number 15, who was he's a freshman, but he's quick, and he held his own out there for sure. And they were pushing the pace, but really just us getting our defense set was a main goal in transition, not let them play in numbers. Also, just getting on the offensive glass because they had the quickness advantage, but we had the size advantage. So our goal was to get all over the glass and make it hard for them.
Talk about how you're dealing with the ball screen, the handoff, fighting over the top. Is that basic strategy there?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's just read and react. At times, it seemed like they didn't even know what they were doing, which kind of helped us. They were switching sometimes. They were jumping out sometimes. So really just reading as the play goes on. You know, if the switch comes, tell our big to dive, get it to him. If they show or if they drop, attack as hard as you can, and things open up when you attack it the right way.
And Carroll, you're going to get some different defenses. You saw some 1-2-2 in the 3-quarter. Talk about how you dealt with that.
Yeah, the big thing on that is really getting the ball up the floor. Those wings, if they're open, you throw it. Makes them have to sink back and respect it, and then everything just opens up. And getting the ball to the middle helped too. That one of the first plays I tried to skip it, and they jumped it, and we got pretty quickly we saw that wasn't going to be a good option. So we just back and forth. It just really took time off the clock and made us have a shorter shot clock in the half court.
They got it. It was at 20. They got it to 5.
Yeah.
Talk about the timeout. What did you guys do to regroup?
Yeah, I mean we've had this bad trend of coming out in the second half and starting slow, and it continues. So we got to figure that out. But it was just regroup. We're good. We're still up 5. We got to put our pedal down right now, though, and not let them have any hope and extend it right back to where it was. And then once we get it to 10, get it to 15. Once we get to 15, get it to 20. Just stop by stop, play by play, and not looking too far ahead.
Yeah, you had to feel good, though. It was at 12-14 for a while. And be able to extend it to 20, something you guys haven't been able to do very often this year.
Absolutely. There was a while there we just kept trading back and forth. I went up to Coach Rose. I was like, we got to stop trading. He's like, yeah, we do. I was like, all right. Yep. But just it was nice to extend it there and have a comfortable win.
Well, at the beginning, when you were up here, you talked about how the fact that you had to the execution of the offense was giving you guys a lot better looks, and when they start falling, it sort of the spirals in the right direction.
Absolutely. Well, big thing was us for, like I said, that ball movement, but more than that ball movement, guys moving, because I feel like early in the year I was trying to move the ball, guys were trying to move the ball, but people weren't moving, so there was nowhere to throw the ball, so it was very stagnant. And when you get aggressive cuts going to the rim, it just opens everything up and confuses the defense and just opens up great shot opportunities and allows the ball to flow more.
And how do you feel you're being guarded differently this year as the role has changed? You've taken on a much larger role in being a primary scorer.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't really get too many wide-open looks anymore. They're hugging me on the weak side, which – you can use it against them if they're over-aggressive with you. If you're over-aggressive right back to them, that can actually hurt them. But, yeah, it's I got to work for every shot that I get this year for sure.
Well, Coach has talked a lot about consistency here in the past couple of weeks. So 1 win in a row is great.
Yes.
But so how do you take this forward into next week?
Just keep moving forward, you know. Come back to practice tomorrow. And, I mean, this was a great win, but this was what we should have done. So no pat on the back. Just keep moving forward and just focus on us because we need every game we have left, and it's very possible, and I still believe, and I know the coaches believe, and all of us believe. It's all about making the tournament, and anything can happen.
You're right about that. Well, we appreciate the time. Congratulations on the win tonight, and we'll see you in Decatur on Wednesday.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.
Oh, you bet. That's Illinois Wesleyan senior Lucas Heflen, 25 points tonight into the Titan victory, 79-61. The final score. Coach Rose will be making his way up here in just a moment. In the meantime, let's get the final stats on this one as Illinois Wesleyan shot 45% from the field for 29 out of 65, 10 of 26 from 3, for 39%, 61% at the line, 11 out of 18, while the Pioneers shot 23 out of 56 for 41%, 7 of 29 from deep, 24%, only 1 of 14 in the first half. They were much more efficient in half number 2, but still just 24% overall, 8 of 14 at the free throw line for 57%. Titans had 44 rebounds to 33 for the Pioneers. Titans had 9 turnovers, while Carroll gave it away 15 times on the night. Illinois Wesleyan had 3 in double figures. Lucas Heflen led them with 25 points, including 4 of 10 from three-point range. Cody Mitchell, a 24-point, 15-rebound night, including 8 offensive boards for the Titans. Ryan Soroka had 13. That was most of the scoring. Marco Anderson had 4. Trey Bazell had 3. Harrison Wilmson had 2 with 5 rebounds. Hakeem Williams had 2. Nathan Bolt had 2. That was a throwdown dunk late in the second half. Carlo Kolak had 2 and 3 rebounds as well in his first game action at Shirk Center. And Dave Williams did not score. Evan Snyder had 2 also, by the way. That was also a dunk. So Snyder and Nathan Bolt both getting dunks for their only tallies tonight. Carroll led by Kobe Simpson, 13 points. Justin Steineke, 8. Kylo Simpson, 8. Aaron Wofford, 7. Paradiso Dante, 7. Justin Gruber, 5. Tyler Miller, 5. Evan Bland, 3. Ethan Bellino, 3. Jacob Neighbor, 2. And Josh Hudgens did not score. As the Pioneers dropped to 4-11, Illinois Wesleyan now 11-10, and perhaps a big sigh of relief as, and I think Lucas had alluded to this, they did what they were supposed to do, and that was to get a win tonight that they really needed.
Yeah, that was an absolute win that they had to have this evening to get back to 500 in conference play. Eric, 3 of the last 4 on the road are not going to be easy in the CCIW, and needed to pick one up against Carroll tonight, and they certainly got it.
Well, it's still down to the wire at Augie. Carthage leads 81-78 there. Wheaton pulling away in the second half, and more on that here in just a minute. And Coach Rose getting the headset on here tonight as the Titans get the win. And, I guess you guys really needed that. That had to feel good to
We did need that. We did need that. And it's good to get a win. It's great to be at the Shirk Center. It keeps us right in the heat of the battle to position ourselves to get into the tournament. And, I thought there were times it was really pretty basketball offensively. When the ball really moved, it went in, out, around. We found shooters in rhythm. It was really good. At the same time, it's frustrating at times then when you don't do that. And I know these guys aren't robots. You can't just – but when we – I think, the model or we all understand how we need to play. We just, again, get away from it sometimes. But I thought, like the first half defensively, other than a few dribble drive situations that they got into the paint, was pretty good again. The beginning of the second half, our defense wasn't very good. I think they scored 10 points in the first 4 possessions. So it's a little bit of a roller coaster, but our guys competed, and it's good to get a win. And now we get ready to go on the road.
50% of the time you're probably guarding 5 guards on the floor. Talk about the matchups and how that kind of worked out for you tonight.
It's really interesting that a lot of teams have decided to go small against us. And you always expect them to go bigger than normal just because of our size. And I think it's to try to stress our defense and make it difficult for us on one end and spread us out so that our size isn't as magnified on the defensive end. But on the offensive end, I thought, like the first possession would go into Cody. He's got a size advantage. But you're right, on the defensive end, it's tough because they've got 4 guards, sometimes 5 out there that all can dribble drive. I thought they were really attacking our feet early, especially. We were late in the second half on some of their handoff action, and we were trailing stuff way too much. I thought the last 5 or 10 minutes our guys made a nice adjustment and were beating their man to the ball a little bit better.
First of all, talk about your seniors, and they've done some heavy lifting over the last couple weeks for you.
Yeah, all year. all year, and we've slowly been growing some depth. Some of these young guys have got a lot more experience now, but those two seniors, Cody and Lucas, are shouldering a lot of the work. They're playing a lot of minutes, but they're really playing well. And you look at, they're both doing what they do. Lucas has really settled in and figured out how to be a really difficult matchup to stop offensively. He's going to headline the scouting report for the other team, and he's really done a nice job, certainly shooting the ball with a ton of confidence. And Cody was, I don't know how many offensive rebounds he had, but
8 and 15.
8 and 15, yeah, that felt about 8 and 15.
Right. Yep.
And, he's just such a difficult matchup. About every night out, even if they decide to go big, we've got a size advantage at the 4. And I think, Eric, we even talked about that we're going to have an advantage with Cody at the 4 with his length and athleticism, and he really took advantage of it tonight, especially when there were sometimes we didn't have great offense, and he bailed out bad offense with a spectacular offensive rebound.
Just got done talking to Lucas. Coach, just talk about the sheer amount of time that he has put into his game over the last couple of years.
Well, it's really fun when if you see him when he was a senior in high school playing the 4 and how he evolved his game over time. And he's just an incredibly disciplined young man. Like, this is something that's important to him, something he cares about, and he's really committed his time and energy, what he eats, how he exercises. He lifts probably 5-6 days a week on his own. He knows his body better than probably about any player I've ever coached. He's in here getting extra shots. And so as a coach, you're really proud of him. And you love to see that sort of effort and commitment rewarded the way it's being rewarded right now.
Talk about one of your freshmen, Nathan Bolt, saw a lot of minutes tonight. Intangibles been really good so far. It looks like he's doing pretty well on the defensive end as well.
Yeah, for 6'9", 6'10", long, he can really move his feet. And so he's a great matchup when you play against a team like Carroll that's playing a bunch of guards. You can still play Nate against a guard, especially one that drives it. Because even if they get a half a step on him, they're going to have to find a way to get it over 6'9" or 6'10". And he just gobbles up so much space with his length. And he's, can't forget, he was out 4 weeks with an ankle sprain. He lost some really key time to get comfortable. He's still getting in the flow, but he's just a young man that continues to get better and has a really bright future.
Yeah, at one point in the first half, you had 3 freshmen and 2 sophomores on the floor. So there's a young group here kind of behind those 2 seniors and Ryan Soroka, the junior.
If you would, Joel, next time I do that, yell across, say, Coach.
I'll do that. I'll do that.
You can put in a junior or senior. We're trying to mix it in a little bit so that we don't have too many freshmen, sophomores on the floor, so there is a upper class leadership out there. But these guys are coming, and you're right. There's some exciting young talent in the program.
Now you just need to rinse and repeat, and that sometimes has been the challenge, is repeating it the next time out.
Yeah, at this stage, your hope and how most coaches do is you're trying to develop habits, and the habits so that you can execute those in the game. And sometimes those habits have we've seen them, and sometimes we haven't. But with 4 games to go, this is a critical stretch, and I think you do see our guys really locking and trying, and I really appreciate it. I've got such a great job to get to coach such terrific young men that are coachable, that want to do what you ask them to do, and now it is developing habits and learning. And so now it's that time. 4 games to go. I just trust our guys are going to really do whatever they can to grow as a team and get our 2 seniors in that conference tournament and give ourselves a chance.
And the next 3 on the road, and all against contending teams, so it will not be easy.
No, and you look every night out. I mean, when you look at who's playing next Wednesday, they're just all big games. I mean, all 4 big games that have an impact on how the standings turn out, how the tournament's going to be played out, and I like that we're as healthy probably as we've been, and hopefully we're charged up, ready for this late season run.
Congrats on the win tonight. We'll see you Wednesday.
We appreciate you guys being here. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Coach Ron Rose. Illinois Wesleyan gets the win tonight, 79-61. About those other games, we mentioned that Wheaton was about to finish off